Welcome back. Aurelius and Malik, the Philosophy Archive. We close the Absurdism file today. 5 parts. The end of the story. Absurdism never emerged as a rigid school with doctrines, and that's part of its charm. Its echo, however, still shapes our language and literature in subtle ways. Even in our daily lives, we find ourselves grappling with meaning's absence. This isn't just an abstract philosophical curiosity. It seeps into our decisions, our relationships, and how we navigate the complexities of existence. We're all wrestling with these questions, whether we're aware of it or not, as we search for significance in a world that often feels indifferent.
But Aurelius, that echo doesn't just shape language. It resonates with our struggles. We grapple with absurdity daily, often without realizing it. Camus didn't just write for the elite. His ideas reached into the lives of people like you and me, those navigating the chaos of everyday life. It's about how we react to the silence of the universe around us, and what we choose to do with that silence. Each choice we make carries weight.
True enough. The story didn't end with Camus's generation. His reflections on life's meaninglessness spread into novels and plays, influencing countless writers and artists. They became a lens through which we view human experience, shaping our understanding of joy and despair. These legacies linger on, echoing in our culture. They push us to confront our own existence, our struggles and triumphs. When we reflect on history, we see how ideas can ripple through time, changing us in unexpected ways.
Yet we must also recognize the human cost of this legacy. Camus's ideas aren't just abstract concepts floating around. They shape conversations in therapy rooms and touch personal struggles. Those searching for meaning in a silent universe aren't just readers of philosophy. They're everyday people, parents, friends, and neighbors, facing grief, disorientation, and loss. Each story is a reminder of the weight we carry, and how deeply these existential questions resonate with our lives.
In literature and theater, the legacy of Camus is palpable. We see it in the way Samuel Beckett's plays encapsulate the themes of waiting and failure, reflecting absurdity in action. Camus calls us to revolt against this silence, to challenge our circumstances. But Beckett often leaves us steeped in despair, reminding us of the weight of existence. Yet, despite their differing approaches, both of these giants illuminate the profound depth of human experience in a universe that often seems indifferent to our struggles.
But Beckett's desolation isn't just a mere contrast to Camus. It's a different kind of confrontation with our existence. While Camus champions the idea of revolt, Beckett lays bare the heavy burden of existence itself. That weight can feel like a trap, paralyzing us sometimes. It reveals an uncomfortable truth about our human condition. We often find ourselves stuck, waiting for meaning that just never arrives. It's a struggle many of us know too well.
Moving to politics, the legacy of absurdism becomes even more complex. Camus warned against ideological murder, an insight that feels especially relevant today. In an age that's increasingly wary of grand narratives, his caution resonates deeply. We must remember the perils of absolute certainty in politics. History teaches us that when we cling too tightly to dogma, we risk losing our humanity. It's a reminder that the pursuit of power can easily overshadow the need for compassion and understanding.
Yet, Aurelius, it's vital to ask, who really benefits from this caution? Camus' warnings serve as a reminder, but do they truly change the reality of political violence we see today? People still justify immense suffering in the name of a supposed brighter future. His refusal of ideological absolutism is important, but it doesn't solve the problems we're facing now. We need to remember the faces behind the numbers, the individuals affected by these choices.
You make a valid point. In the 20th century, various movements justified violence, claiming it was for the sake of progress. It's a chilling tactic we see repeated throughout history. Camus's stance against this logic is a critical model for modesty in democracy. In a world where certainty can become sacred, we must tread carefully. We must remember that the path to change should not be paved with blood. Wisdom often lies in restraint, not in the fervor of misguided zeal.
And let's not overlook how absurdism has seeped into popular culture. Now, the term absurd gets tossed around so casually, often missing the depth of Camus's ideas. But honestly, that widespread use shows how deeply his message resonates with so many of us. When we face life's absurdities, it highlights a real disconnect between our serious struggles and the world's indifferent chaos. It's a reminder that many people are grappling with this every day, feeling lost in the noise.
That disconnect is what keeps absurdism alive and well in our discussions. Science may continue to unravel more mysteries of the universe, but the existential uncertainty is ever present. Distraction often seems like an easy way out, yet the fundamental question lingers in the shadows. What, if anything, makes this existence enough? Camus's lucidity serves as a reminder that we must confront our reality head-on, stripped of self-deception. We should engage with these truths to understand our place in history.
The real struggle lies in how we choose to live with these questions we all face. Camus understood that every generation grapples with profound inquiries. Kids wonder about death, adults question the value of their work, and those who have lost loved ones confront a universe that doesn't pause for grief. Absurdism stays relevant because it takes these questions seriously. It invites us to reflect on our own lives. How do we find meaning amid chaos? Each of us has our own journey through these mysteries.
In the end, Camus teaches us to inhabit the contradiction of existence. He doesn't offer a neat system that claims to heal our wounds. Instead, he compels us to confront the fractures in our lives and keep moving forward, no matter how difficult that may be. It's a tough lesson, but it's essential. We can't afford to ignore the chaos around us. Embracing this uncertainty is, perhaps, the most challenging lesson of all, yet it's what pushes us to grow.
And that closes the Absurdism file. 5 parts. 1 complete story. The full series lives on the Philosophy Archive, part of the Archive network. There's no shortage of files. Browse what pulls at you next.